more juiced up and greased up to play, and I just like the feeling of having an adrenaline rush and just feeling the energy of that. Like, we know we have to be the best version of ourselves in everything we do, for sure, in these type of games. So it's just I say exciting more than anything, for sure.
You talk a lot about players scoring, but what can you say about the defensive identity of the team? Being able to slow down in Kentucky or Michigan?
You control me. Me?
Either.
You can try, man.
Well, I'm sorry, I was already expecting it to be for Coach. What was it again?
About defensive.
He asked if you're going to play any defense this year.
Defensive dogs on the team, and what do you think is a defensive identity of the team?
Oh yeah, for sure. We definitely have a lot of defensive dogs, a lot of just like strong defenders, and like the athleticism that players have, not only like for offense, but it definitely shows on the defensive end as well. And for me personally, just being more focused on being a better defender than I've been, like not only on the ball but off the ball as well. So I think that's like in practice, it's real aggressive. Like, it's not really fouls and stuff like that, and you can just see like the strength certain guys have in certain situations and things like that. So I think as a team, our defense is going to be good and just continuing getting better as well, just knowing personnel of other players from the other teams.
Can you also talk about the pace that you plan to play at on the offensive end?
We play pretty fast when we practice. We play fast, kind of similar to last year, but also just focusing on, like Coach said, in the half court of executing as well when we're not in transition and things like that. But I for sure think as a team, from what I've been seeing in practice and how we play, we thrive a lot in transition and getting it up the court fast, for sure.
Just hoping to get a quick coach's evaluation of these two guys sitting beside you. Where can you get more out of each one of them this year from what they've shown in the past?
You know, I don't know. I think you try to just help guys become better all-around players, and I think the production will just naturally increase. I think Don just said, I think probably since the first day that I stepped on the floor with Don, I've been trying to emphasize defense a little bit more than offense, because he is exceptional with that basketball in his hands. You know, I try sometimes when Don has the ball, I try not to get in the way. But when he doesn't have the ball, I think he's got to become a better player, and that's, you know, moving without the ball in offense, giving different teammates space to score, giving them the same pace that they give him to score, and then on defense, you know, I mean, he had 8 rebounds versus Marquette in the tournament last year. You know, I don't know why he can't get 8 rebounds every single game. If you can do it on that stage, I would think you can do it every single game. So, you know, those are the type of things that Don and I talk about for sure. You know, he's in the gym every single day. He's an elite worker. He's an elite teammate. He's basketball is his end-all be-all, you know. So I know he wants to improve in different areas, and I think he's made huge steps in the last, you know, his whole college career. So I guess I hope that, you know, with the ball, we want Don to be Don. Without the ball, we want him to keep, you know, improving and learning and getting better as a player. You know, I think Wu and I have talked probably since the day that, you know, we started together, just being consistent every single day. I'll tell you, I think Wu's energy, effort, and attitude on a day-to-day basis in practice has improved tenfold from, I guess, maybe the June that we all started here together, you know, until right now. And I think as he's seen success and he's you know, and obviously he's realized that he is very, very important to everything that we do, I think it's just made him want more. You know, he's a guy that, again, I'll bring up the Marquette game, but I mean, he's proved he can succeed and be the best player on the floor, you know, with a bunch of NBA players out there, you know. So I think when Wu's at his best, oh man, I mean, his best is really, really good. You know, so how do we consistently, you're not going to have your best day every day, but man, you should have your best focus and your best effort. And shoot, let's say a couple of those shots don't go in. He's playing great, but he's 0 for 5, you know. Right there is probably the area that him and I talk about a lot. Like, just because you miss shots don't mean you're not playing good. Like, still be the best player on the floor, even if you're not scoring. You know, even if the stats aren't showing up, still be the 6'7", do-it-all player that really has no position, that can play every position, that can guard anybody, that can catch the ball in any spot. You know, I think Tyrone's upside is just through the roof. So just trying to get for him to be more consistent every single day to be that elite player, and he's done, you know, to his credit, he's done an absolute fantastic job of embracing that and living that, you know, more and more as we go week by week.
I'm sure for this exhibition, you're kind of going to throw different guys into different places just to see how they kind of perform together. But how good is it for you to just really be able to see your guys out there actually playing a different opponent for the first time this season?
Yeah, it's good. It's I think you learn from every time that you take the floor, and it's, you know, it's hard to to figure out exactly who to play or what combinations, but just because as the course of a game goes, different things happen, whether it's foul trouble or fatigue or, just different matchups and stuff like that. At the same time, I do think that you learn from playing against somebody else. I do think, especially this group that's been together a lot, I wouldn't tell you at this point I'm learning a lot about them every single day in practice. I think we're trying to get better every single day. But, man, you really do have to play somebody else to learn something. We were fortunate enough we had a closed scrimmage already that I guess in theory I'm not supposed to talk about as far as the details. So, we did learn some things from that day, and that was a positive for us. But obviously doing it in front of fans, doing it in a huge environment, doing it, in a game-like situation with real uniforms on, I mean, that's against a team that's picked to win their league, against a very, very tough opponent. I mean, that is how you grow, that is how you learn. So I think we're all looking forward to taking the floor on Sunday, and it'll be obviously that last step to prepare us for next Monday night versus Wichita State.